Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our very first client gathering. I was thinking a lot on how to open this event, but I thought that I would give my personal perspective of our past and how SabeeApp started, because there will be other colleagues presenting numbers and future and a lot of interesting stuff. So. I thought that I will give my personal perspective of our past. Let me start with how I fell basically in love with hospitality industry. At my very early stage of my career, I was started to work at a very small property, very small pension. It's called, maybe some of you still remember, Gisela Pazio up on Farkasréti tér, I guess, as I remember. But what I really remember that I was very excited going there every single morning because of one thing. I love to meet people, I love to help them. And I remember walking up to that hill. I was always energetic and motivated because I met with new people every single day, and I get to know them, and I get the chance to help them, and that really motivated me. And it was beautiful. It was one of the best times of my early careers. But there was one thing which I really didn't like, and that was, maybe some of you remember this. There. Oh. You remember this? Please raise the hands who still remember this. Okay. Because this is what we had to do every single day. Not every single day, sorry. Every single day we had to manage the reservations in a paper, big A5 sheet with pencil, and create new one every single month. And back then I really knew that this is not good, this is too much, there has to be a better way. But back then, I'm not even talking hotel technology, even computer technology wasn't really available that extensive as it is today. So my career goes on, and eventually we started with a very small team, SabeeApp, and I was thinking a lot, looking back in time, what made us spend 13 years in this industry, because I can tell you it was tough, and it is, but we like challenges. And so, as I said, I will do personal stories. So one of the interesting things what I realized, I will tell you a story now from my childhood. So my parents were tailors, and my father had a farm, and his passion was farming, agriculture. He was doing a lot of stuff, corn and wheat and whatever, you name it. And of course, most of my childhood, I had to spend Saturdays with him on harvesting, collecting corn and grape and a lot of other stuff. And I remember there was this hot summer afternoon when we harvested corn, and I knew that back in town, basically my roommates, not colleagues, but friends, they are preparing for a party, and I had to collect the corn, and I hated it. And so I turned to my father and I said, "Hey father, look, I'm really bored of this." He turns back to me and says, "Son, if you got bored, just start over." I so hated him because of this. But when I grew up, I realized that this is what created persistence, and this is how I have this, persistence, which took us 13 years up until now with SabeeApp. So that's one value which I'm really proud that the whole company carries through. There's another value which we carry on. It is in our culture and allows us to create innovation, create wonderful things for you. And that is embracing the failure and learn from it. So let me tell you another story. Very early stage of SabeeApp, we were advertising. Because of a cloud-based system, we were advertising for basically the whole world. And we saw a pickup in from one country, or from multiple countries, but Thailand especially. And so we thought that, well, look, that's our moment. We have to go to Thailand and participate to an exhibition. But we didn't know anything about the culture. And so we prepared, we went to the event, we did the exhibition, and we had a lot of interest. And out of those interests, guess how many actual clients actually happened? 0. And the reason was that we didn't know anything about the culture, we didn't know anything about how to do in business in Thailand, anything about the market. It was very early stage of SabeeApp. And well, I can tell you financially it was tough. We spent a lot of money, no return on investment. And but then we came home, we learned from our mistakes, and 2 years later we participated to the same event. This time we opened an office in Bangkok. We also had trained colleagues, Thai colleagues, and it was a whole different game. And so this behavior just planted in SabeeApp. It is planted in SabeeApp team that it is okay, it is allowed to be brave, do things, fail, but then learn from it and try again. So we learned our lessons and still learning it today. But today we have an amazing team of people, which I'm very grateful, that carries these 2 things, and I would like to add one thing, and that defines our culture, and that allows us to create 4.0, which David will present to you. And that is persistence, allow ourselves to fail, but learn from it. And there's one thing which also defines us, and that is every single day when we come to the office, this is the question in our head: what can we do today to make a difference, which will make tomorrow a better day? And so these 3 things I wanted to highlight here. This is what defines our culture, this is what keeps us moving, and this is what allows us to bring new things, new innovation to you. One more thing here, part of my excitement to be here with you is that it is a very rare moment in Hungary that there is an event where hoteliers, partners, and other industry members come together in one place, and we have the chance to talk to each other. I'm really excited about that. But there's a question, how to move forward. And moving forward, here is Karen, Head of Marketing at SabeeApp, who will present the transformation, which begins with brand updates.